Mobile!
Good morning.
What is cracking, people?
It's Monday,
What's popping? What's good?
August 24th. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a beautiful sunshiny day.
It's going to be so sunny out there. Just make sure you have
a bathing suit on. I'm ready to go.
Just take your umbrella so you can like hide that sun.
Yeah.
That bearing sun.
Yeah.
You don't want to make sure you have your umbrella over you. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? I'm thankful that we aren't like in the center, like the ending landing point of this thing. And I hate that some states around us are having some things that they are going through because of all this. But you know what? It's the Gulf Coast, and we are.
What's it called? What's called? It has a name.
It has a name. It's
called by name. Is it Marco?
Marco. Bolo.
Marco, man, there's a little storm, that's out there. So we're gonna be a little rainy today.
That's okay. Enjoy the inside.
Well, y'all, we're excited to hang out with y'all this morning. Have a little live show, have a little chat. We should probably go ahead and let people know that we have a guest that we're excited that
we are so excited to have Jerardo Rodriguez from IXL Real Estate on here in just a little while. He's going to give us some thoughts, some wisdom on real estate.
We're gonna talk real estate.
I'm taking notes because he is so good. I need to know. I need to keep this like information forever.
Oh snap! We're gonna have a notebook out.
Have a notebook, yeah.
You have a notebook over there, so you better grab that notebook.
Yeah. So stick around. We'll get to that in just a little while.
So if you're just tuning in, get ready. We'll have Jerardo on in about 10 minutes or so. But let's chat through some stuff. What should we talk through? What do we have?
We have 1 week left. Not 4, not 3, not 2. Mm-hmm. 1 week left to get submissions in for Yard of the Month. Super excited about that. So we've gotten some really cool submissions so far. Right now, it's probably not the best time to go drive around, see like what neighbor or what person in your neighborhood is doing their very best at their yard. But y'all, it's something that like after or through COVID, people got out and like really did some impressive stuff.
100.
So Brooks is going to walk us through how you can submit someone on the website.
I don't even want to go into detail because we've done it so much. So I'm just, if you don't mind, I'm just going to say,
I don't mind.
Go to the website, mobilerundown.com, submit your neighbor, that person that's been killing it in your yard, doing awesome, good things, making it beautiful, and we're going to award them. If they win. I mean, they have to win, but yeah.
You know what our next thing should be?
What's that?
Like a neighbor of the month. Just an awesome person in your neighborhood doing great things.
I like it. Citizen of the month.
Yeah,
neighbor of the month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's get Yard of the Month going. By the way, this is just an idea that we put together. And we have real signs. Actually, that one right here. Here, I'll show you guys. So this is not like, hey, we're just talking about this. So we have a submission form on the website. We have signs already printed.
Yeah.
Here you are, sponsored, presented by the Mobile Rundown. What we don't have is not that we're necessarily seeking it, but I think it'd be cool. What we don't have is a sponsor for this project. So if you know like a landscape company or some company that would want to sponsor this, I don't even know what the cost would be. We'll figure it out. The next round of the signs, we'll put together like a
super organized around here.
Yeah, but it's because I'm thinking on the cuff, like it would actually be really smart marketing for a company to do something like this themselves, like the Rundown. But if another company want to come in with us and say, hey, cool, yeah, if you guys operate it and just like promote our company, we be game to do that. So reach out to us, send us a message. But yeah, so is it 1 more week? 1 more week to nominate your people.
Yeah, right. Monday of next week, we will be announcing the winner of Yard of the Month.
So nominate your people. And if you're just tuning in, we have Jerardo Rodriguez, owner of IXL Real Estate. We're going to be talking in probably about 10 minutes from now. So if you're just tuning in, get ready for that. All right, cool.
Yeah. So
what else we got?
Fit Club is Mobile Fit Club is starting on September 7th, which is also Labor Day. But guess what? Labor Day means like it's okay to get like your life started all over again and get a little exercise in. Just because it's Labor Day doesn't mean that you can't do anything. You're sitting around. So we're getting started, and what that's going to be is going to be a 3-week challenge that's going to include healthy eating and getting active. We really want to get to know those of you in the community who
I'm excited about this.
Are ready for a change.
Yeah.
Ready for a change. We're excited to be like alongside of you with this. We're going to be doing this with you guys. So if you are interested, you can find that information on the website as well. Yeah. Mobile Fit Club is also on Facebook. There's a group that you can go ahead and join, get some information. But yeah, you know what my favorite part is?
What? I'm excited about this one.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about yards too.
Yeah. But at the end of all of this, we're going to get together as a group at House of Vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and celebrate the hard work that we're going to be putting in over the next 3 weeks. So September 26th will be the end of that. We're going to get together and have some protein shakes and some teas. It's really cool. Get to check that out as a group. So,
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to get my exercise shoes on.
Yes, you do.
I'm ready. I'm excited.
Actually, you work out barefoot.
I do a lot. Yeah. Sometimes I'll so I'll put my shoes on for those.
Yeah.
You know, there's something that we haven't done in a little while, and it's time. It's time to do a thank you real quick. Guys, you can like partner with us. That intro music is thanking our patrons, which let me do this real quick. I'm about to thank them. Jen, Pete, Shayna, Christy, Key, Amy, Chesley, Cartridge World, David, Gwendolyn, George. Thank you guys.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
You guys are patrons of ours, and we appreciate that. What that means is.
Are they robots?
Is it? Yeah, very robotic. Yeah, if someone's listening to the podcast version of this, they're like, dude, I couldn't see what in the world you're doing. So people have asked us, hey, like, how can I support? How can I get involved? So we developed a way to do that. And so what that is if you want to become a patron. So you can like literally, it's not a donation. You get something in return for everything. So you become like kind of like a monthly, it's almost like a monthly subscriber, whether it's $1 a month or $3 or $7, and you get stuff in exchange for it. So when we get extra tickets to stuff, to events, you're in that pool. If you're one of our, we don't have tons of patrons right now. So if we get tickets, then you're one of like a dozen people that's a patron. Well, you have a good chance of like, hey, we'll put it out to the pool of those people. Hey, you want tickets? We have this. So go check that out. You'll find it on our website from the homepage menu, get involved, become a patron. Yeah. Or just scroll down. You'll find it on the website. So just wanted to take a moment and thank those patrons.
We appreciate you.
All right, cool. We have one more thing before we bring on Jerardo. Is that right? We have 3 more things before we bring on Jerardo.
He's so excited. Whenever we have a guest, y'all, like it's like we don't have to talk about anything else. Can we just get our guest on?
Yeah, I know we have important things we have to go through. So
format, I know.
Okay, all right. Well, how about a little
quote of the day?
Mandy, you got a quote for us is what I hear.
I sure do. Throw that up on the screen
what
right there. The key to being happy is knowing you have the power to choose what to accept and what to let go.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, are we going in?
I was going. I was trying to read it while you were.
The key to being happy is knowing you have the power to choose what to accept and what to let go.
I like it.
Sometimes we forget about that. I think I forget about that sometimes. Sometimes when the world is spinning around me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, all of these things going on. We choose all of those things.
Yeah.
We put all of those things on our plate, whether we realize it or not. Sometimes it's like out of obligation. Sometimes it's out of like pure want.
Yeah.
But sometimes, it's okay to say no.
Yep.
And sometimes you just have to clear your plate.
You
can't worry about offending people.
You kind of made me think even more philosophical. So there's like book I've read multiple books on this actually, but about like ultimately, so that power of choice and like how you react to something and your mentality about that is ultimately the only thing that you have control over.
Yep.
There's a book by Viktor Frankl. I can't remember what it's called, but that's about what it's about. He was during World War II, he was in a concentration camp and like clearly thought he was going to die. Mm-hmm. As lots of people he was with like died. And that was one of the things he was talking about was like his mentality of like just how he chose to respond or react to a situation or whatever. So cool quote. I like that.
I like it too. You want me to read it one more time?
Sure. Yeah. Read it one more time.
All right. The key to being happy is knowing you have the power to choose what to accept and what to let go. So if you have something that you need to say yes to, today's the day. If you have something that you need to say no, today is also the day.
Frozen that thing.
Yeah.
Let it go. Isn't that Frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we love that. That's good. Good quote, Mandy.
Absolutely. All right, guys, just so y'all know what's going on in the world or in the Mobile world, we're going to let you know what some events that are happening around town. It's still the year of COVID, and there are a lot of things that are happening, but there are a lot of things that are virtual, or a lot of things that have been postponed, but that's okay. Tell us what we have going on this week.
Yeah, sure. I'll pop. So if you want to just hop on our website, you can find events, things that are happening. So mobilerundown.com. But there's this in the summer drive-in movie that's going to be out. We have a link to it. It's $25 for a car. The earlier movie I think is Jumanji, and I can't remember what the later movie is. But you'll have to check that out yourself if you want the details for it. Thursday evening, so a business I'm also a partner in is called Gulf Coast BizCon. So we're doing this thing called Entrepreneur Screw-Ups. It's a failing forward series. So obviously I'm personally kind of excited about this one, but like in business, you have wins, but you have just as many failures where you're learning things as you're progressing your business. But yet people don't talk about that for some reason. I don't really know why in detail. They don't really talk about it. So we said, hey, why not create a series and talk about the screw ups of business and how you failed forward and how you learned from things. How have you failed
in life? Man, yeah, it's great. Great learning lessons.
Let me count thy ways, right? Yeah. So this is a series, and because of COVID, if you want to get to the physical event where we'll be recording a podcast conversation, we'll have up to 20 tickets. You can buy one. We'll have mass. We'll have networking. You'll get a little drink for that. It's like $10 or something. Not a huge deal, but it's this Thursday. But we will be recording a podcast. You could actually be a part of that live kind of show. So that's that. Then on Saturday, there's this looks pretty cool, the Speakeasy Cocktail Tour.
I love a good cocktail.
Which we have not done a tour with this company yet. It's Alabama, was it Mystery Tours? Let me get to it real quick. Let's see. Actually, no, again, you'll have to go. You'll have to check it out yourself. I'm making you go to our website, I know, to find out more details. But it looks pretty cool. And it's about you get history while you're kind of having the cocktail. So it includes 3 cocktails. But you're also about the 1920s and speakeasies and rum runners and all this kind of stuff, which is really interesting and fascinating to me.
Y'all, we have some of the coolest history in the world, I swear, here in the Port City. We have so much rich, history of the way that we came to be and the people that came before us. It's really cool, and we totally suggest that you check those things out.
And then the one other thing you have is you have this.
Hey!
Marco.
Polo.
Yeah, Marco apparently that's going west when it was going to go north, I guess. And then you have this other swoopy yellow thing, which is...
That's Laura.
Is that who? Laura?
Should have been Polo. Just
Laura. Saying. Yeah, they should have named it Polo. It would have been pretty cool. But, whatever. Alphabetical order, however they do it. So... Okay, fair enough. So that's what you have going on with that. That's your news. That's your news and your events.
For the week, check out what we have going on over at themobilerundown.com for everything else happening in and around the town. Once again,
for sure.
If you have something going on and you want to let the world know about it, get in touch with us.
Emails, probably the easiest way.
Yeah.
But you can go to our website. You can suggest an event,
right,
straight from our website. Or you can email.
Yeah.
What is it?
Events at themobilerundown.
Makes sense.
.com.
Events at themobilerundown.com.
Absolutely.
Oh, cool.
Okay. It's time.
We're going to talk real estate now?
We're going to talk real estate.
We're going to talk real estate?
I love it.
If you have a real estate question, you can ask. So you just let us know. But all right, we're going to bring on Mr. Jerardo Rodriguez.
Hey! Sure. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Jerardo, we are so excited to have you with us this morning. Tell the world who you are, how you came to be, and what in the world you are doing in Mobile, Alabama.
How long we got for this?
Hey, you know what? You can take as long as you need.
Exactly.
Look, first and foremost, hey, I appreciate the invitation. I'm a huge fan of you guys. Huge fan of you guys. You guys sure you weren't basketball players in your former life?
Definitely no.
I mean, when you talk about pivot and spin moves and stuff and adapting quickly to the situation, you guys do not play. You guys do not play. I'm telling you. Instead of panicking and hiding and all that craziness, I mean, something was taken away from us over here. And you guys just are making this explode virtually online. So we appreciate you guys keeping everybody just in the know, man. In the know. You guys have your hands in so many things, man, like octopus.
Yeah.
I told Jerardo, I told people I was pivoting so hard, my feet were hurting, man. I was pivoting so hard, my feet starting to hurt.
Yeah, but hey, yeah, where should I start? I'm gonna start, I guess, where it starts getting interesting, right? Well, I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown. I was born and raised in Chicago, right? I'm what you would call an anchor baby, right? My parents they got here without inspection, put it that way.
Love it.
Here I am, right?
Look at you now.
Making our presence felt as much as we can, and work, playing with the hand that's dealt to you, right? My parents were smart enough to get me the heck out of Chicago at the age of 17 when the gangbanging started getting a little crazy.
Oh yeah.
We headed south. We headed south to Florida, to sunny Orlando, Florida, and so I was there from age 17 on forward. Did my high school there. Decided to take a break there in between high school and college, and find myself, right?
Yes, run free.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And so fast forward, Y2K. Y2K is when I obtained my real estate license.
Okay.
I was born in 74. I was 26 years old, young gun. Real estate was absolutely boring to me at that age, right?
Yeah.
And I lived in sunny Orlando, Florida. So guess what? Sunny Orlando, Florida is the timeshare capital of the world.
Hey, right? Yes, it is.
Everybody in real estate school, everybody. Where are you going to work? Westgate Resorts. Where are you going to work? Palm Coast Resort. Nobody was going to work at Century 21 or Remax or anything. I'm like, is anybody here planning on selling any housing?
That's interesting.
Everybody was there in school to learn about timeshare.
Yeah.
And they did not get taught anything about timeshare. They got taught about prices and adjustable rates and sections and townships and all of that stuff. Like, wait a minute, I'm just wanting to sell jacuzzis here,
I love it.
It was very, very interesting point in time. So I got it. I started doing good in timeshare, and then all of a sudden, 9/11 happened. Yeah. So all of a sudden, everybody's mindset shifted from where are we going on vacation to, oh my God, the next world war is coming. So the whole timeshare thing, just like, almost like right now, it's just like totally done. Right. So I had to pivot.
Yep.
I had to pivot, right. So all of a sudden that was just taken away from me. I wasn't in college yet, and I already had my wife and my little one. So I was like, what the heck am I gonna, what am I gonna do, right? So hey, I waited tables. I was a wholesale car dealer, buying and selling cars at the auction, for 2-3 years.
Very cool. Yeah.
Moved up to Georgia, and I had my real estate license. So I did the reciprocal thing. Waited tables, got my real estate license, started selling homes there, got going, and all of a sudden, the hurricanes hit. Just like we got storms brewing now, they started hitting in Orlando. And my brother-in-law was in roofing. 1 hurricane hit, 2 hurricanes hit, 3 hurricanes hit. And wait a minute, we talk about pivoting? I didn't know what a shingle was, okay? I thought herpes shingles, that's what I thought. Okay, I didn't know it was actually a part of the roof. That's how much roofing I knew.
All right, yeah.
So, but I always, I played the matchmaker. I said, wait a minute, there's a lot of work needing to be done. Yep. And I speak pretty good Spanish. I can be the intermediary. I get the work, I get the workers, put it all together, make sure everything's cool, and here we go. Right?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. Man, head down, did the hurricane storm chasing thing, all that, all the hurricane work was done. Then Hurricane Katrina hit over here in New Orleans. Away I went to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Did the roofing thing there till it died down. Went back to South Florida. 4 years doing roofing. Again, all the roofs were new. There was no more roofing work to be done. So we were doing new construction. Then The market tanked. No more new construction, no more nothing. And I'm sitting here with a real estate license in my back pocket. Where do I go to start searching for my next little avenue in life? Craigslist.
Really?
Craigslist. Look, man, it's a certain crowd, some of them good and some of them bad, that are on Craigslist. You have to learn how to weed through the noise, right? Just like anything. And so I see an ad right there that says, hey, real estate agent needed. No, you don't need to join the board. Join today, talk to buyers tomorrow. Everybody's looking for a good deal. I call them up, says, hey, I'm looking for a HUD home sales specialist. They're all located all over the county. All you got to do is put signs on the side of the road. Yes, I was one of those litter bugs. I'm sorry. Started putting out.
We've been there too.
Started putting out these signs. HUD home make offer $100 down. Bada, 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 bada. I started putting them out while my workers were roofing. Hey, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some Gatorade. Gatorade. And then like magic, phones started ringing off the hook. Man, everybody looking for a good deal and all that good stuff, right? And so did that for a few years, started selling HUD homes all over South and Central Florida with zero market knowledge. I went by what everything, this is an information world right now. So this all this was before Facebook, but we had Google. So, and Zillow was still there. So if I needed to find out information about the homes that I was advertising, I'd figure it out. I'd figure it out. So that died down. My broker moved over here to Alabama. He had a little office here. We got awarded a HUD listing contract, right?
Got it.
It was
like gold, pure gold.
Yeah, it's foreclosures. For anybody that doesn't know what a HUD home is, it's a foreclosure. It's a home that was acquired via FHA foreclosure. The previous owner had a FHA loan. They default, the bank forecloses, and then they foot the bill to Uncle Sam, and then Uncle Sam has to sell real estate, so they find brokers like us to do the work. My broker says, I need somebody to run my business over in Alabama. I step up to the plate. I'm 35 years old. I'm like, what the heck? This is a 5-year contract. Might as well. I'm going to put in the miles. That's a big takeaway here. Okay, for all y'all watching this, it might seem that I'm coming popped out of the blue here, but at age 35, I had to make the decision whether I start my business now with hardly any money or run somebody else's business for 5 years, develop relationships all over the place, be good to people, and hopefully at the age of 40, I got my act together and we'll start IXL Real Estate. And that's how, the whole real estate thing got started. I ran his company from age 35 to 40. And then all of a sudden, I said, hey, okay, well, I'm going to start my own brokerage. I better offer something good to the agents, because we got all these long-time reputable companies all over the place. Yeah. And then you got a little no-name IXL brand here. Who? Extra large. Extra large. And so it's very tough. And so I had to come up with a innovative strategy or compensation plan, for that matter, to attract agents to us. So that's what got me here, and all that stuff, and how I got started in real estate here.
Well, I would say that your strategies probably worked, because IXL is everywhere in Mobile. I know you guys are a top, or I say you. I should say we. So everyone understands or knows. Mandy and I have real estate brokers licenses ourselves. We used to own and operate our own brokerage. Just so everyone knows, not that I need to disclose this or whatever, disclose. If you become a real estate agent, you'll learn that. Yeah. We both have our licenses with IXL Real Estate, with the company IXL, because it made more sense for us. And not that that's what the point of this talk is. We're going to talk about real estate in Mobile, but just to put this point out, it made more sense for us to actually work with Jerardo and be put our licenses there. than it did to run and operate our own company the way that we were operating. So I can attest that my point is that I can attest to IXL is obviously a growing company. I know there's more than 100 agents with IXL, but IXL signs are everywhere. So IXL would be a top, like in Mobile, it would be now a top tier brokerage. I mean,
absolutely.
I think that is that accurate, Jerardo? I mean, it's a top 5 brokerage in the area.
Working a whole lot, just like every other day.
Yeah. What's today's stats as of this morning? Yeah, where do you stand?
Our branch is the number 3 top selling brokerage or branch in the Gulf Coast MLS.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
I'm not shy about giving props to the organizations that are, if you say ahead of us, I'm not even going to say below us. I mean, we're all working together. We're all working together, and for us to be even in the same breath, it was when you talk about real estate and companies in general. I mean, all I wanted to be was a viable option whenever somebody made the decision of starting changing brokerages or even starting their own company, right? I wanted IXL Real Estate to be the next best thing right below owning your own company. And in some cases it's a little bit more economical sometimes to do it this way. No overhead, no liability, all that good stuff. You're only responsible basically for your actions.
Exactly. Okay, so let's switch gears and talk kind of probably to the majority of listeners who are probably going to be more interested in like the market itself and just like in housing itself. Maybe they're just a lot of our people, Jerardo, are just moving here. A lot of our people. It's kind of interesting that how we've kind of come to find this out. It's been over a number of years, but a lot of our community, our listeners, from the rundown, they're looking to move here. Hey, I'm moving there. Coming soon. Hey, I just moved here a month ago. I want to learn more about the city. So on one hand, that's an interesting stat, obviously, for real estate companies that might want to connect with these people. But what, like, let's talk to those people. I mean, like, what do they need to know about the market? Like, Mandy and I see that the market is quite heated right now. Like in today's time, I personally thought that COVID-19 was going to have a big hit on the market. I thought that. I don't think we've seen that at all, at least up to now. Is that what you're seeing, or what is your?
That's absolutely correct. I mean, for the last 2 or 3 months, the amount of closings that we have had have all been pretty much record-breaking months for us, and it's totally the opposite of what everybody was expecting. Right. Regarding the people moving down here, we're like, how can I put it? Like we're a best kept secret. Like, we're insulated here from a lot of from the rest of the country. I mean, a lot of the stuff out there sometimes takes a while to get here. And then sometimes things that happen here take a little bit to get communicated outwards too, right? The low cost of living, man. I mean, the low cost of living. I mean, I post, gas prices, things like that, property taxes, all that kind of stuff. People moving from here, from Illinois, people moving here from Florida, from California, New York, all these big cities where their property taxes are $4,000, $5,000, $7,000 a year. You compare it to we're right by the beaches. We're right by New Orleans. Atlanta's a slingshot away. Florida's right here. I mean, it's just like there's a lot going for us. The reason that for when business wise, it's like, if you have an innovative idea and you're good at marketing and your service is great and your product is great, I mean, it's like it's wide open here in Mobile to do anything you want. And so all of that, put together, it just creates that atmosphere where, hey, they might not be flocking over here, but they're trickling in on over here, and they're once they get here, they're happy and they're faithful. And I don't see a lot of people getting here and then leaving. You know,
Right.
or if they do, I mean, they'll stick around here for a while. I mean, when I moved here, I thought it was going to be temporary. You know, I'm like, I'm just gonna be this guy for 5 years, and at age 40, we're out of here. Atlanta, here we go.
Yeah.
And
here you are, man.
Yeah, man. And, you know, my daughter's like, you know, she's getting ready to start high school, and she's like, we ain't moving, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah.
Here's where we bought our first home. Here's where we started our business. Here's where you guys are being raised. And, you know, we see things all over the place where, you know, kids are going off track. I mean, just, you know, living life real super fast, you know, right here. Just a different vibe and a different vibe.
It's slow.
It is. It's small town USA. I love it, and it still's got that city feel. You can be with the hustle and bustle if you want. Just drive down Airport Boulevard. You'll be okay. And you know, you could be in total seclusion in Chanchula. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and in the beach in 15 minutes. Like, and visiting the old ports, and you know, it's like it's a lot of stuff to do here, but it's all at the end. It's all up here. It's all mindset.
100%.
What do you think? I mean, I guess the interesting thing to me, like in the modern, like today time, so modern is in like it's August 2020. You know, what do we think is causing the prices to be so high? Is it just, do you think it's limited? I guess my thoughts are limited supply, and that maybe people aren't moving because of COVID. They're kind of staying put. They're like living harder in their homes. Like we now do even more work and working out of our homes and doing more of that than we used to. So I wonder if that's maybe a reason why people aren't moving, and so that maybe that's limiting the supply of houses, but people are still wanting to buy because obviously things are getting snapped up. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
You know, it's tough. Like, see, you know, investors, it's like a coin toss. Those are the ones that are really uncertain because they got cash in hand. They can move. They can act now. And so some of them are actually smelling blood here in the next couple of months because, you know, we got forbearances. Everybody was given, you know, those 90-day forbearances, and some thought pushed to the end of the loan. Well, hey, it's starting to come around. So here in the next couple of months,
You're so right. Yeah.
These banks aren't working with people. Guess what? You got 4 months of mortgage payments that are, you know, that are due. And so maybe some investors, you know, the ones that are really confident, they'll snatch something up right now, but some are just going to be waiting. Now, the people that are working and that haven't been relatively directly affected, you know, income wise and stuff like that, I think that a lot of them are just like, hey, let's buy what we can now. Who knows what the heck's going to happen later? The interest rates are insanely low. Heck, you know, so it's like, why are you gonna use up your cash? You know, if the rates are so low. So it's just a lot of uncertainty. There's still homes that are affordably priced out there, but a lot of them are gonna need repairs. And so right here in Mobile, what I see is people are still willing to pay a premium to not have to do any work to the properties. And also on the financing side, the homes need to be in relatively pretty good shape in order for them to get those 100% financing loans and all of that stuff. So, you know, in some cases you can still get a real good deal. Homeowners, I mean, it's just like, it's almost like a buyer's and a seller's market, kind of like at the same time. It just depends on who the seller is, who's selling the house and who's buying the house. It's just like, there is no magic formula right now. We were talking before the show about people having to rent now. And I mean, on the flip side, when you own a home, they're amortized for 30 years. Have you seen how much of your monthly payment actually goes towards your principal?
Right.
In the very beginning, it's very little.
It's not good. And so
that's right.
If you're in that little uncertain stage in the very beginning, you don't know really what your situation is going to be in the next year or two, then, hey, maybe renting might be the way to go. And
amen.
yeah. And so the rental market is strong here too. I mean, the rents it's not cheap to rent here.
Right.
Yeah. And that's something we're trying to kind of learn a little bit more about as well. Yeah. And that's a really interesting point that I feel like it's something we should say, because people like have this absolute thought that like buying a house is always better than renting, that renting you're throwing money away. It's like it's a one size fits all.
Right.
And I feel like the three of us kind of have this thought that that's not necessarily the case. And so I think it's good for us to share that as real estate licensed professionals, like all three of us with a license. Like, that's not always the case. If you are paying a premium for a property and you're going to be there for maybe less than 5 years, if you know that, it definitely may not make sense to buy a property. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's good and healthy for us as like professionals to tell people that we're not trying to always just like sell people houses. Like, that may not be the best move for you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And
home ownership is a lot.
Yeah, and if you're the type that knows that you're not going to be moving around and you like, setting some deep roots, well then, real estate is a cyclical thing, right?
Yep.
Yes, it
Whatever
is.
goes up must come down. And, a lot of people are saying, hey, we're overdue for a correction. But you know, if you buy at a good price and you hold long enough, you're able to withstand those ups and downs. So at the end of the day, whenever everybody talks about, whether it's the right time to buy or not, it's all based on your individual situation, because
Great point.
Nationwide and stuff sometimes might not directly affect you or relate to you. You know what I mean? We're insulated sometimes.
That's a great point. So for anyone listening, yeah, the answer is not an absolute answer. The answer is, yeah, it is or it is not a good time to buy, depending on a number of factors, including your personal situation. That's huge, man. That's good for.
And that's where having a solid relationship with a down to earth, highly experienced realtor would definitely help out. With you have a good conversation with your accountant, great conversation with your realtor, family, the Lord upstairs, and I'm telling you, it's hard to go wrong here in Mobile. I mean, you really got to screw up to get bit in the tail, regarding real estate. Because worst case scenario, whatever. I mean, you could always rent it, right? Like, okay, well, I don't like the floor plan. There's always gonna be renters. We're in a college town, so you always have military. Airbnb, snowbirds. It's incredible. Right now, we're also selling in Baldwin County. We got like 20 something agents over there. And when you're talking about people moving in from here, in the last month, we've sold 2 $900,000 plus condos in an Orange Beach area. Both buyers from Illinois.
Really?
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. And another one sold a pretty big piece of property, California. And so not only are people moving here, they're looking to invest here as well. Yep. I mean, literally, it's 2 for 1 condos here if you want to compare it to the prices in Miami. I mean, like, both get one over here,
And we've got prettier beaches, so it's a win-win.
You know what just dawned on me, and I know this is not new information, but it's just clicking with me at the moment because of technology and because of data. Now, I know there's already tools that exist about investors, people looking to invest across the country, right? They analyze lots of data. Could be income, could be pricing, could be low taxes, could be proximity to beach, all this stuff, pulling in data points and saying, okay, these are some of the best places to invest. As that information keeps getting better and better and better, I think that opens up more and more and more money and people from other parts of the country and world to invest in in our community, in our city, in our area. So that's really, I don't know. That's interesting. That's kind of a thought that's coming up based on this conversation that we're having right now.
It's all about awareness. It's all about awareness. How the heck are they going to find out about us if we don't spread the word? And so,
Right.
you know, when we talk about Facebook ads and marketing and things like that, and, you know, hey, let's promote the turquoise condos, or let's promote, you know, this condo complex here in Gulf Shores, and let's target everybody here in this area here. Wait a minute. Why are you running condo ads here in Alabama?
Right.
Why? Target South Beach, target West Palm Beach, where the condos there are just like through the, you know, prices through the roof.
Right.
Hey, see these condos here, a little too rich for your blood? Click here so you can see what you can get for, you know, whatever.
That's excellent. Yeah.
Destroy the box, right? You got to destroy the box, man. There's only so much.
That's it.
There's only so much you can distribute here, and there's only so much you're going to be able to learn from this little box. So you definitely got to destroy it and think outside of it and spread the word outside of it.
That's
100%.
it, man. Another thought too on that. Do you guys? I guess it's almost like a three-person conversation here. Do you guys think that maybe some relocation due to COVID? I kind of wonder if some people flocking away from larger cities now with remote work happening, companies basically overnight go and rework. I've seen articles. I know there's a lot of people saying, "Hey, wait, I'm now working remote. Why am I living in this giant city center now?" And like, I wonder if some of that is part of the movement around the country, maybe even in our own real estate market. Who knows? You know, oh, I had family down there. And they find Mobile and say, "Oh, wow, interesting little town. Let's snap up a spot." You know, I kind of wonder if that's a part of what's playing in our current pricing market as well.
I would say so. I mean, I know people that have left the country for that matter because they're online marketers. They build funnels for a living, and they now live in Guadalajara, Jalisco. Yeah, you know, so that definitely plays a part into it. And you know, look, out of everything bad that happens, there's always many more good things that come out of it. And I always tell everybody, look, man, if you didn't level up on some aspect of your life during this time, I mean, like, I don't even know when it's going to be over, but yeah. Look back to when before this all started and to where you are now. Have you evolved in any way? Have you been? I mean, it's like it's crazy.
Oh, amen.
And some people, you know, some people never even touched the Zoom, and now they're Zoom experts. You know, like they've been forced to embrace technology. So now we're ready for the new normal, right? So it's a great place here to work remotely and to work. I think we're in a nice little sweet spot. I love it, and I can't be happier. But you definitely need a good team. You can't do it on your own. And so all this whole virtual thing is connected a lot of people. I've hired agents that I've never even met in person.
Right?
Before.
Yeah.
And, you know, just all happened here. So, hey, we got to work with what we got and make the best of it.
No, I'm with you, man. So just to your comment, this guy, Rock Davis, said, preach. She's got a comment saying preach. She's saying innovation has to come out of adversity.
Amen.
Which I can agree with that. And then we have another user that's saying, hey, I'm from Chicago too, in Mobile 3 years now, and loving it. A fellow, is it Chicagoanite?
Illinoisan.
How do we say that?
Chicagoan.
Got it.
Yeah.
Chicagoan.
And not to completely change the subject, but just to pivot to another topic really quickly. For those that are out there and maybe searching for work and thinking that real estate might be a career that they are interested in, do you think that now is a good time for agents to start getting education and go ahead and go through their pre-license and getting their real estate license here in Mobile is now a good time?
Yes. And at the end of the day, also, it's almost like also buying a house, right? it's got, you can't just all of a sudden wake up and say, hey, the market's good, and that they seem, they seem to have been unaffected. Let's go get my real estate license.
Right.
That's not the right reason to join. And also, I see them all driving nice cars and they don't do nothing, and it's just money just falling out the sky. That's also not a good reason. At the end of the day, look, we're in a relationship building, in a relationship business. At the end of the day, it involves a sale. Nobody is exempt from needing housing, being rented, whatever. Everybody needs a roof over their head. And so, so it's all about, developing relationships. And a lot of the times it's nurturing and working with the existing relationships that you already have. I mean, if you're an overall good person, I'm not good at words. If you're overall good person, I swear that is like the foundation of being a good realtor. Oh, but I'm not good at sales. You don't have to be good at sales.
Right.
We're a consultant. We're an intermediary. You got to feel it for the house the moment that you pull into the driveway. That's not going to have anything to do with what I tell you or what stats or what the price and market. All that stuff don't matter if they don't feel it when they're pulling in the driveway.
That's so true.
Well said.
And so me not being good at sales and it's not for me is definitely also not a reason for you not to join, right? It is hard work. It is hard work. Now, wait, I tend to go crazy. Is right now the right time to become a real estate agent? If you feel it here, yes, it's the right time, because even in the worst times ever, there's always somebody making a move. Like the real estate market could be, in the dumps. Investors are just snatching everything up. The market is really good. Hey, I'll sell your house for top dollar and record amount of time. Foreclosures. Hey, I'm a short sale specialist, foreclosure specialist, condo specialist, Airbnb. I mean, it's like the real estate industry, the agent, all they got to do is adapt to the current situation, because real estate is always going to happen.
Yes.
No matter what. The market is not going to wait for you to act. The market is always going to act. And so if the market is tough right now and an agent joins now, they're not going to get asked later, what are you going to do when the market shifts? Man, I started during the shift. What you talking about?
Right? Seriously. Yeah.
The only way is up. The only way is up. And so, there's plenty of real estate schools out here in town. Some of them are independent. Some of them are affiliated with the real estate companies. Tons of great brokerage options out there. The only thing I recommend for all agents out there, anywhere, almost everybody knows another agent. And so in the beginning, you might get attached or feel inclined to join where your friend works, right? Do your due diligence. Interview 3 or 4 or 5 of them. Bring it. They're not interviewing you. You interview them.
Yeah. It's actually one of those careers.
You want to take control of the conversation, take control back from them. They're not interviewing you. They'd love to have you.
Right? Absolutely. It's only one of the professions that you actually, as it's not even an employee, but as an independent contractor, you actually have the power to choose who you go to. It's not like, that you have to be hired. You get to choose which brokerage that you go to, and you've got to find that place that feels like family. That place that you feel like find it fast. It doesn't take a long time to see if things are going to pan out. And if you're just starting, hey, look, if you're going to be doing any jumping around, get it out of the way early.
Good point.
Until you find your forever home. And it's not about the commission splits. It's not about what the companies pay you. It's, is this company actually going to help me help more people?
Right.
Then look at what they pay.
Yeah. Training has a lot to do with it too. There's a lot of companies that you can just join and you're not going to get you're not going to get any help or anybody's going to hold your hand. It's like, well, here you're out with the sharks, figure it out. So there are some companies like IXL who do incredible training as well. And that's something you can go and get your real estate license. It's just kind of like graduating college. You can get that degree, but you got to have some field work. You got to have somebody to walk you through what it's like in the real world for that business. So that's an important thing for real estate agents or, people who are looking to get into this field. It's very important to have a company that has good training.
Yeah, and you can't train motivation. You can't train motivation. Training can happen 24/7 and to the point where you don't even have time to sell, right? And so now with everything being virtual, a lot of these trainings are now virtual, on demand, learn as you go. You got to be a self-learner. And so that is a problem that I see. Agents will join the business and kind of treat it like a job, so to speak, and not a whole lot of initiative. All the stuff, all the training material is all online. Plus, we got the human element with your brokerage, and it's all about having the tools. And so the brokerage with the most personable leaders, with the top-notch, outside-the-box training, and the 21st century tools are the ones that are going to be better for you, the agent, whether it's IXL or any other brokerage in town.
Absolutely. Very well said. Very, very well said.
Well said, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, any other, we're not going to keep you. I know we just said until 10. Any last final thoughts for anyone, whether it's just on the market in general? I guess let's kind of stick in the real estate, realm of the market or whatever. Any final thoughts there? Anything you want to leave people with, or how they can connect with you, or whatever final thought you want, man?
Sure. I'm the owner of IXL Real Estate. You can find us online. My name is Jerardo Rodriguez. Just IXL Real Estate. Man, find us online. There's a bunch of us. Just Google IXL Real Estate. You'll connect with me or one of our awesome agents. And to end off, hey, look, I know it's a real estate, but I don't like talking about real estate a whole lot. But hey, look, it's find yourself. Connect with a great agent, connect with a great accountant, stay connected with Brooks and Mandy. The whole real estate thing, just like, we're recapping what we just talked about. Just do what is right for you when it comes down to real estate. Cut out all the noise, and make sound decisions. Don't make anything in haste. It's not as bad as you might think people see on the news and stuff as it is. It's not as bad as it may seem, but yes, we are living in tough times. But just stay true to yourself and stay connected with the professionals. Don't listen too much to Uncle Joey, right? Stick with professionals when it comes down to investing in real estate, and make sure you're feeling it here.
Amen.
Good answer, man. Old Uncle Joey. Okay, all right. Gerardo, man, enjoyed the conversation, man. We truly appreciate you being on with us.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you more soon. Okay.
Thanks so much. God bless everyone. Take care.
All right.
All right. See you.
Have
man.
a great day, Jerardo. Oh man,
Gerardo.
Rodriguez.
Man, that guy.
He's good.
That guy knows what's up.
He puts me in a good mood.
Does he?
Yeah.
He is fun to talk with.
Yeah.
We got a comment here. One of the best interviews on the show.
Aww,
Love this guy's vibe. So apparently we got to only find people that have energy and can do this.
Yeah, he's one of those people that, like, if you are laying low, you get around him for 5 seconds and you get
100%.
Get some energy. I feel 100%. Like I could go run a marathon right now.
Yeah. All right. So that was good. That was a really good interview. I enjoyed that. I thought that was great. Any final thoughts on that? Just on the conversation before we kind of got one last thing and we'll kind of close out.
One last thing. I just think that it's important. It's important to be educated before you make any major decisions in life. But for most people, purchasing a home, selling a home is one of the biggest transactions that you will do in your lifetime. And
Very
some
true.
people will do it once, twice. Some people will do it 25 times. But it is every time, every house, every situation is always different. And so I just want people to know, like, educate yourself in the market and what's going on in the housing market at all times, not just whenever it's your time to sell or to buy or to move or all those things. And when he said about finding an agent that you like trust and can work well with you, it's all about relationships. Don't go with the agent with the biggest billboard. I mean, you can, and they're awesome.
Yeah,
but go with one that understands
they may be awesome.
what you need and what you are looking for. So,
So if you have the opportunity to develop a relationship with someone, it's someone that's good to have in your side, right? Like you need all these contacts in life, people that can help you when you need
lawyer,
things.
A good doctor,
good doctors,
good real estate agent.
CPAs and having agents that you know and can trust and can be a professional to work with you is a great point. That's good. Well, I enjoyed that conversation. That was really good. All right, so we're about to close out, but I think we have a little
fun fact of Mobile.
All right, girl, what you got? What's a fun fact? What's a Mobile fun fact?
All right. Since they started keeping track of these things in 1851, only 3 major hurricanes, the 1926 Miami hurricane, Hurricane Frederick in 1975, and Hurricane Ivan in 2004, hit landfall here in Mobile, Alabama. Just want y'all to know that. Only 3.
Really?
Yeah.
So meaning probably meaning like the eye of that hurricane, probably.
Yeah, like where
the
it's
center, the official landfall is Mobile. Got it.
Some of us can't remember Hurricane Frederick, but some of our families can. Pretty bad, and I think we all can remember Hurricane Ivan if you lived around Mobile. Those are some pretty bad storms, and so now that we are in the fullest part of hurricane season, just something to kind of remember that even though they come all around us, we're not always the end point.
Very true.
Yeah.
Good point. All right, cool. Thanks for bringing us that fun fact.
Was it fun? I don't know. It's kind of morbid.
No, it was great. It was okay. It was so fun.
3 times we almost died as a state.
We should just call it fact. Facts of Mobile.
But
you know what? We got that awesome little intro music, so it's a fun fact. It is what it is. All right, guys. Well, we love you all. We hope you have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you soon.